For 2025, while we did get a lot of great movies, we unfortunately did get several bad films. So here are the top 10 worst films of the year. And at number 10 is Mountainhead. This was an HBO original by the creator of Succession, and this was an annoying one. Felt like that nothing was happening throughout the film, and just spending over an hour with these characters was super annoying. It became super exhausting. At number 9 is Smurfs, and this was such a bizarre Smurfs film. The animation was good, but just some stuff within the story, some stuff that they did with the characters was pretty bizarre and didn't work. At number 8 is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Road Trip. It did have some fun moments, but it just was one that didn't have the charm that the first one did, and there were times in this film that just got pretty annoying. At number 7 is Vicious, and this was a film that was like just not intriguing at all. Just a lot of decisions, a lot of stuff that I was setting up for and all that I don't think worked. At number 6 is Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. And yeah, this was a pretty bad one. For some reason, they have Peter Pan be this crazed junkie, and I don't think it worked. And while the final girl, there could have been a lot of potential with her being an iconic final girl, it didn't utilize all that potential. This film just didn't utilize the potential it had. At number 5 is Holland. Nicole Kidman tried in this thriller, but yet it just was one that didn't work. At number 4 is In the Lost Land. And with this film, it was super bland. Everything around was pretty uninteresting. And it had a lot of unnecessary slow motion scenes that it would make one think that this was directed by Zack Snyder, but it definitely wasn't. At number 3 is Odessa, and this was a pretty terrible Hulu film. It had an interesting premise with like this wasteland that felt similar to Mad Max in a way, and it was supposed to be a rock opera, but at the same time, it felt like a folklore opera instead. Sadie Sink was good, just the film wasn't. At number 2 is Kinda Pregnant. And with this film, it was just super unfunny. It just didn't work at all. But in last place is War of the Worlds. It is no surprise that this film is this low. There's a lot of the decisions made in this, the self-promotion from Amazon. What were they thinking with this film? I know it was filmed during the pandemic, but yet it was just one that didn't work. Overall, those are the top 10 worst films I have seen for 2025, but what was the worst film you have watched? Let me know in the comments below, and follow me for more.